Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow setups for today. So the Dow Jones is pretty much following suit of the S&P at the moment. Uh, we've got a lower high here, a higher low, and V reversals are rare. So that was the first pin bar, and now we have another pin bar or structure here. So from a weekly perspective, there was nothing really on the Dow. You can see it's just another solid red bar straight into weekly support. Which is what we were worried about on Friday, so we didn't really want to be jumping in short too close to the structure. At the moment, the trend is still up on the weekly, but if you look at this on the 8-hour, we have a downward trend right now. So could be a double bottom, could be a flag, could be looking for a rejection higher up for another move down, and there is a tail here which may impact that at the moment. And looking at the oscillators, they have separated, but right at the bottom here, so it could just sort of wave around here, just forming a consolidation zone before making a move, or alternatively it could be a flag for a move down, or it could double bottom for a move up. There's just not much indicating where to, and we've got such strong weekly support. I would be very reluctant to be challenging that with shorts right now. So looking at the 3-hour, last week looking like a rounding bottom, you can see that's a higher low. So technically, if we start dropping below the lows of last week, which is 33,278, which is this zone here, which we haven't found support on, but we'd have to get below that and test it for me to start looking at shorts. I'm not too comfortable about jumping in short here. It is top of range, agreed. And we do have quite a bit of structure here, but it's been tested, not there, but there twice already. So it would be a case of third time lucky or third time unlucky, and I don't like those odds at all. So I don't really like trading ranges. I think those of you that have been with me for a while realize that. So at the moment, this to me is a big range. It doesn't matter which way I look at it. On the hour, this big move down here, at the end of the day, it wasn't such a big move on the cash market. So we were above the moving averages. Now we've got the switch in the moving averages. We've crossed over. We're pointing up quite strongly. So I'm kind of sitting quietly on the sides with the Dow Jones at the moment. And earnings season should be coming up shortly. Probably only kick off next week. There may be some earnings that will come out this week, but the big ones that impact the Dow Jones are not going to happen early in the month. They'll happen later in the month, and we've got non-farm payrolls later this week. So I suspect we're just going to muck around in this range, to be honest, and it's not something that I want to be trading at the moment. So the S&P and the DAX have got some structure which looks interesting, which should get you some money. But if you look at this 15-minute, look at how we're separating here. This is all indicating a bounce the upside, and we've got a crossover here. So this could be a breakaway weekly gap, but we'd have to get above 33,791 before I'd be too convinced of that. So for now, I think we are range bound, and we are range bound between 33,791 and 33,500 until we break and break and find support to the upside. That's the only time I'd be looking at longs, and I'm not so sure I'd be chasing shorts at 33,500 just because we've got so much weekly support to the left, which could upset the apple cart completely. So I'd be a little bit cautious about that. So the key for me today on the 15-minute here is this moving averages need to be pointing up. I need to break, find structure, and move strongly to the upside for any longs. Alternatively, we need to be pointing to the downside, and I'm not so sure about 33,500. I'd much prefer further down. But nevertheless, a break and retest of this should give us a tight stop loss, but then you want to be taking profit. I wouldn't say 33,275. I'd actually swing left, and you'll see there's a profit taking area right there. And if you keep swinging left, you have to go back quite far. Let's just do this on the hour. Maybe that changes the picture slightly. You see how far back you've got to go to try and find structure here. and that is just not an appetizing situation for me. And you can see, yes, we are, see where price is at the moment. See how strong this area of support is. I mean, you can add all of this in just to give you a visual of what's happening here at price. And just look there. So let's just come back to where we are, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And down to 15-minute. So this is strong. These three levels here are strong 8-hour support levels as well. Anyway, I'd be very reluctant to be chasing shorts here. We're all over the place, granted, but I think this is a bigger range, so we'll just sit back and wait for the structure to break. And these levels here at 33,632 and 33,682, I mean, that's a strong area of potential support that we've gapped up as well. So yeah, I think break and retest is the way for the longs if it does happen, but pay attention to this because this is going to hold you up. So I'd want break and retest at 33,791 before I'm long, which basically means I'm probably sitting on my hands all day on this one. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.